All I showed was proof that the truck was insured,
No,
registered.
all right, I'm not gonna deal with it. All right, let's set a trial date. Set a trial date.
I'm trying to get this dismissed. This is
Well,
this
it's
is
not going to
literally
be
holding me
dismissed.
back right now.
Get it
Oh,
dismissed
God.
on the date of trial. Date of trial.
Nice. Thanks for no, I see clear as day why I'm not getting the same courtesy. Your name is Sean Perkins? Yeah, okay.
That
I
is.
will.
That's the last time I checked.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. It's all.
Mr. Gubin.
I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear the blabby blab. Just stop talking to me.
I was just gonna ask, did you want to go in a breakout room?
What is a breakout room? I showed all my proof. I showed all the proof. I showed the proof, Mr. Sean Perkins. What is it? Is it my what is it? My complexion?
Have a good day, Mr. Have a good
it's
day,
my
Mr.
complexion, isn't it, buddy?
Have a good day, Mr.
Mr. Uneducated Judge.
Have a good day, Mr. Gubin. You keep on
How are
talking
you
out of
even a
turn.
judge?
I'm gonna hold you in contempt, okay? And we're gonna give you some jail time, okay?
I've seen disrespect in courtrooms, but this wasn't just disrespect, this was courtroom self-destruction. The judge was actually being patient, but the moment the defendant pulled the "it's because of my complexion, isn't it, buddy" card, it was over. You can feel the judge snap internally. At that point, the judge wasn't debating guilt. He was debating how many days of contempt to hand out.
30 days Wayne County Jail.
Like that, 30 days. One sentence, no hesitation. What's crazy is, this entire sentence wasn't because of the original ticket. It was purely because of his mouth. Sometimes in court, the biggest evidence against you is your attitude.
City of Detroit, we're ready. City of Detroit versus Joshua Rubin, number SP 14114481. Strike that. SP 14114448 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 166967 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 16696731. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, good morning, Camilla Barkovic, P78254, appearing on behalf of Mr. Joshua Gubin, who is present.
Good morning, Mr. Gubin. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Joshua Gubin.
The date and time set for a pre-trial. I do have an offer here, which is pleading responsible to.
No camera.
Hold on, Mr. Grant. Is pleading responsible to the amended count of limited access 1 to 5 for the speeding, and as charged, I'm thinking of the improper equipment.
That is correct, Judge.
And then other matters are to be dismissed. Is that correct?
That's accurate.
You want to take the deal, Mr. Gubin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will you stipulate on behalf of your client to the basis of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea on your client's behalf?
Yes, Judge, I
Will
will.
you stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to find your client responsible for the amended count of limited access 1 to 5 for the speeding based on that stipulation, and as charged to the improper equipment.
Thank you.
It'll be $125 for the limited access 1 to 5, and $120 for the speeding ticket. I'll waive the warrant fees.
Thank you, Judge.
And
It's due. This defense attorney is doing Olympic-level damage control. She doesn't deny what he did. She doesn't make excuses. She contextualizes it. Flu, frustration, father of 2, business owner. This is one of the best, please don't throw him away for one dumb moment, arguments I've heard.
anything further, we're gonna take him into custody.
Well, Judge, I wanted to ask that you respectfully reconsider your position. I reviewed the record of the hearing in question. I understand that my client's conduct may have been considered disruptive and disrespectful by the court. A lot of time has passed since that occurred. That's no justification. But I think it's important for you to know the circumstances under which his actions occurred. So unfortunately, my client was suffering from the flu extremely bad that day. He remained on Zoom for an extended period of time. I'll even attest, I have sat on Zoom for an extended period of time, and oftentimes it becomes extremely frustrating. Obviously, this court moves its docket. This court is very accommodating. But given his illness and given the circumstances, he was not a happy camper. Again, that is no excuse for his actions towards the court. You obviously don't know Mr. Gubin. You probably never will. I've known him for an extended period of time. He is not who this court may think he is. He has always been respectful, diligent in addressing all of his obligations. He's 27 years old. He does not have any significant or substantial criminal history. He's married. He has 2 minor children who are absolutely beautiful. His pride and joy. He owns and operates his own business in Wayne County, specifically a gas station. His wife doesn't work. He's the sole provider for his judge. If you would consider not imposing a jail sentence at this time, and maybe imposing an alternate sanction, which the court has authority to do, such as a fine, or anything else that this court deems appropriate, such as community service, my client will gladly accept.
The judge isn't just angry, he's personally offended. This isn't just about fake insurance or inconsistent excuses, it's about being called racist after trying to help. And honestly, you can hear it in his voice. The judge wanted to give grace originally. But once race got thrown in, the tone changed from judicial to, let me tell you why you just ruined your own life.
I appreciate your argument and your diligence on the behalf of your client. I went over and I reviewed I thought I exercised the utmost restraint in the blatant disrespect that Mr. Gubin. And let's go back to your about the Zoom. And there's always an opportunity for an individual to come in person and sit in the court.
Sure.
So that's sort of like the court looks at that as sort of like a benefit. You know, we allow people at work, we allow people at home who are sick. I didn't know he was sick until he mentioned something about being sick in the middle of toward the end of what, but that's of no consequence of the court. I really don't care about him being sick. His obligation, he could have said, I'm sick and I don't, and can we pass this on? But it was every attempt to the court tries to offer individual an opportunity to show documentation, which the court doesn't have to do that.
I know.
If he didn't have proper documentation at the time to stop, the court doesn't have to take that extent in dismissing the case because it's bringing proper documentation now. It is the court's view of Mr. Gubin's actions is that Mr. Gubin was trying to deceive and perpetrate a fraud upon the court. Mr. Gubin was given multiple times showing proper documentation. And we take it and we'll look at it on the screen. So he doesn't have to email it. He doesn't have to send it. He sends the first document. It wasn't valid. I said, Mr. Gubin, he indicated to the court that at first he indicated he got the truck, but he sold the truck. That was his first argument about what happened to the document. I said, do you have a truck? Do you have a valid document in your name now? He says, yes, I do. Then he emails the court the document, which I'll find in the record and put it in the file. He emails the court a document that shows me this deck sheet of insurance, but that insurance never had a date on it. So I addressed that with Mr. Gubin, and this is all in the record. And I asked him, hey, this doesn't have a date. Then he proceeds to show me another document that doesn't have his name on it. Anything, and I when we brought that up, and then that's when things went further downhill. So I don't think Mr. Gubin's actions had anything to do with him being sick that day. I don't know whether he was sick or not. And again, I don't care at this point whether he was sick or not. I tried to exercise every bit of restraint. Then he further argues with the court and tells me, while he's swearing, that the truck was stolen at gunpoint. That was his other argument. Tried to step in and try to mediate the thing and calm the situation down. Mr. Gubin was not trying to hear that. And then Mr. Gubin goes all the way and puts race into the argument that it's because his complexion that I am the way I am, and I'm doing him the way he felt I was doing him, which was absolutely not the case. And I still was exercising restraint and not doing anything. He calls me uneducated. He starts to throw names and things like that. So that's why we're here. We're there. Then it's going to be a huge lawsuit. So that's why we're here.
Is a completely different man from earlier. No arrogance. No yelling. Just regret. And you know what? This is why courtroom videos fascinate me. You can watch ego turn into humility in real time. The same guy who called the judge uneducated is now begging for understanding.
Of your commentary, I'm not here to quibble with you, but that was something I needed to discuss with Mr. Gubin once I actually became privy to the transcript, the inconsistencies with his representations to the court. I will tell you that I have received information that both statements he made to the court with respect to the vehicle were in fact allegedly true, in the sense that his vehicle was stolen. He apparently has a police report depicting that it in fact was stolen under the circumstances he represented. The vehicle was allegedly then recovered, returned to him, and then he subsequently sold it. So I can understand why the court thinks he attempted to perpetrate a fraud because he advanced seemingly inconsistent statements, but it is my understanding that he has documentation to back both of those points up. I'm not sure if that makes a difference to this court, but if it does, I'd ask for an opportunity to present that to the court. I understand my client made some statements which should not have been made, and he'll acknowledge that. I didn't advance his illness as an excuse, but I mean, we all know as human beings, any time we are not, less tolerable. So he apologizes sincerely. He has remedied all issues as it relates to his license. He actually has a valid driver's license at the present time. His car's insured, it's registered. I understand that you think a jail sentence is an appropriate sanction if you are insistent on continuing to maintain that position.
This is why judges are human too. He didn't have to reduce it. Legally, he could have held that 30 days.
I've heard the argument, y'all let your client speak. If he chooses to, you don't have to if you don't want to.
You would like to, Judge?
I just want to start off with an apology. I apologize for my actions. They were totally uncalled for that day. And I made some terrible misjudgments, and I'm completely wrong for that on my part. And I don't want to try to defend anything I said that day because there's nothing to defend. I was completely wrong.
I can't. I just should have died last time I was on.
I just believe that things were just misunderstood that day, and the documents that I was showing, it was misunderstood, and I lost my cool because I was very sick that day, and it's just a terrible mistake I made, and I regret it deeply. So.
But instead, he gave him a chance. And honestly, that's justice. Not just punishment, but a lesson.